The next day, when I get to school, I was running behind schedule. I had to just walk straight into the building. There was a lot of chatter going on, but there is always chatter going on. Today felt different, and the stairs felt different. But I also feel like I could be dragging it since I know what happened yesterday. I make my way through the halls trying to get to class when I hear Jules' voice. You're. I turn and I look. I'm late. You always cutting anyway, Jules replies. No, new year, new summer. Studious nigga back for a week or two. Okay, see you at lunch, he says while laughing, which makes me laugh, and I make my way toward class. When I get into the class, it felt like everyone stopped and stared. I don't know what the hell is going on, but I don't like it. I quickly take my seat and take out my book with my pen. The late bell rings and Champion strolls right in. What happened? He says in a low tone as he sits. I squint my eyes trying to figure out what he's talking about. I couldn't wait for the bell to ring at the end of class. Mr. Abrams' lessons was driving me nuts and I couldn't focus. Finally, the bell rings and I look over at Champion. He slides his book into his book bag. What happened? And why didn't you tell me? He questions without looking at me. I could tell by his tone he was annoyed. Tell you what, Dwayne running around telling anyone who would listen, you almost got him beat up. I roll my eyes and we start to walk out of the classroom. I explain the story in the shortest version possible since the walk to the next class isn't far. You call your sister instead of me? You had shit going on and you wasn't even coming to school when I found out. Plus, he knows your face. I don't care about none of that. I saw you for the whole weekend and speak to you all the time. Other shit can wait when it's for you. You should have told me. I blush a little bit, but he still looks mad. So, you're mad I called Jazz, or I didn't tell you? Jazz didn't have to come, I'm here. I look at him for a minute. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'll check that nigga though. He's still talking shit. He kisses my forehead as we get to my class. See you at the bell, he says and walks off. Dwayne must be a glutton for punishment, and I wonder what he could possibly be saying when he's literally running home. If it wasn't third period, we would have had to cut class. No, 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 no. No cutting class, Summer. The end of third period couldn't come any faster. What period he got lunch? Champion asks as he approaches me. I don't know. I see him looking around the hallway. Quincy emerges from the classroom. That's, I start to say. He interrupts. The nigga Quincy, I know. He still looks annoyed. Yo, the next time someone fucks with you or threatens you and you don't tell me, it's a problem. But I wasn't scared. He shoots me a glare to interrupt. I had it. I continue but mumble. Nah, you call Jazz. You got a man. Your sister could come if I need a bitch beat up. The late bell rings. Go to class. See you at lunch, he says sternly. I roll my eyes and walk off. He was right, but at the same time not. I don't need to call him for every damn thing. I had it handled. He's probably mad I didn't say anything at all. When I get downstairs to our area at lunch, Damien is already on the wall. You fast, I reply. Been here since 4th, waiting for Dwayne. Huh? Champ told me. Oh my god, I had it. Not enough. We got it now. Jules and Champion come around the corner as Dwayne and Quincy come out of the stairs. All three of them move at the same time towards Dwayne. Dwayne looks at me, but I have no expression. Damien grabs him by his shirt, but it looked like his throat and dragged him into the staircase. They don't take long to come back out. Maybe 3 minutes? Champion walks over to me. I'll be back to get you after school. I gotta do something, he says. His tone's softer with me than before. He bends down to give me a kiss and gives me a tight hug, but I don't want to let go. I'll be back, baby. I let the hug go and he walks toward the front door to walk out. Why the fuck you ain't telling me about this shit? Damien says. Now he sounds annoyed. Jules told me to shut up, be quiet, blah, blah. So bringing your crip sister up here was quiet? Quieter than y'all doing something. He knows exactly who y'all are. He's still running around talking about getting you jumped. That's why we just shut him up. Oh. That was the only reply I could think of at the moment. Yeah, oh, Jules says. He don't have anyone. You don't know that for real. He just didn't do it the first time, Damien snaps at me. I nod my head and shut up. I won't win this argument. About 2 weeks go by, same routine, and no, I haven't been doing well with not cutting. I started again. I have no reason or excuse as to why. It's just easier than doing the right thing, I guess. I can't even blame peer pressure because my peers don't pressure me to do anything. If you're going to class, go. No one cares or says not to. The situation with Dwayne has pretty much ended. He did not get me or Brielle jumped. He stopped talking shit or even so much as looking at us sideways in the hallway, so no one else bothered him. Brielle's boyfriend from around her way never transferred in, so really, this whole thing was wasted energy. I'm in third period and the classroom phone rings. The teacher answers it, and when he hangs up, he tells me to go to the dean. Huh? I reply. Summer Rayne Williams, take your things and go to the dean. He repeats, and his tone is very monotone. For what? I scrunch up my face. I do not know, Miss Williams. Please, take your things and go. I get up from the chair, take my book bag, and go downstairs to the dean. When I walk into the office, I see Dwayne sitting there with an older lady. She also looks confused, so I'm just gonna say this is his mother. They look very similar. She just looks short. As I look toward the next set of chairs, I see my mother. I let out a sigh. She looks pissed, to say it kindly. Summer Rayne, please sit down, the dean says. I sit in an open chair next to my mother. Do you know why you're here? The dean questions. No. I shake my head. You threatened my son, Dwayne's mother shouts. She has a thick Haitian accent. Huh? I look at her confused. You threatened his life. The only thing I did was almost slap him for him calling me a bitch. He threatened to get me jumped. I ain't do nothing to your son. I snap back and roll my eyes. She is a blood and a Crip. Summer, are you in a gang? My mother asks. I look at her like she can't be serious. That doesn't even make sense. No, I'm not in a gang. She threatened my son. He is terrified. I start to chuckle. What is funny, Summer Rayne? The dean interjects. He is 6'3". I am 5'3". He threatens to get me jumped, but his life is in danger. I didn't threaten him. I did not threaten him, and I don't know what they're talking about. You had people come to the school and in the school. Dwayne knew better than to have her drop any names because I definitely would have let them beat his ass. Who in the school, Dwayne? The dean asks. No, just outside, he mumbles. I stare at him like the bitch-made nigga he is. Start all this drama, then hide when your ass realizes fire is hot? Are you sure? The dean asks while staring at me. I look off to the side, not in the direction of Dwayne. Yes. I had no one come to the school. He should figure out who else he threatened and leave me alone. No one's saying shit. It's okay for me to be threatened? I'm getting heavily annoyed at this. I'm not saying he didn't, Summer. We would protect you too if you spoke up. You cannot handle things on your own. I didn't. I roll my eyes. Well, I have an agreement that says here you two will stay away from each other. A restraining order? His mother asked. No, just a school document. An agreement. No one talking to each other, no threatening, no sending friends. Okay? Whatever. I reply. Sign it, Summer, my mother says sternly. Why the hell is she just sitting here not defending me anyway? Ask questions at least. Everyone in this room is pissing me off. I sign the paper and Dwayne signs the paper. The dean dismisses Dwayne and his mother, but asks me and my mother to stay behind. I look at them both like, what else? My mother doesn't look like she has any prior info. Her annoyed demeanor just changed a bit. So, I also wanted to bring up Summer's attendance. She has been doing better, but we can't have a repeat of last year. I see the absences starting again. What absences? My mother questions now, the annoyed face is back ×2. When I looked over her record, she had 82 absences last year. My mother turns to look at me. I widen my eyes and turn my lips to the side. I couldn't think fast enough to get out of this. There's only 100 and something days in the school year. No one thought to call me, my mother says sternly to the dean. Honestly, she flies under the radar. She does homework and projects, shows up on test days, and we honestly thought it was a glitch in our system because she's passing everything with high averages. We had a meeting with all the teachers she had to confirm she was indeed cutting. My mother turns to look at me, but speaks to the dean. What now? If Summer feels she will stop cutting, we will allow her to stay, but I think she may benefit from an outreach truancy school. It's much smaller than this, and they can catch these mistakes much quicker. Does she get her GED? No, it's a diploma. No one would know she went there, and we would still issue her diploma. They just help truants. Yeah, sign her up. At this moment, I can only think of Champion. No, Mom, please, I'll go to class. Summer Rain, no. I didn't put you in Andrew Jackson with the same bullshit excuse of I'll go to class. You're getting discharged. You don't know how to go to fucking class. I felt my blood boil, but my heart sink. My mother discharged me right there and told me to go back to the house with her. She was cursing me out the whole time, but I just sat silent. I could still see Champion on the weekend whenever I get off punishment. She told me don't ask to go anywhere before my first report card and she will probably say no anyway. I didn't have a way to sneak and call him because my mother took the phone out of my room. I needed to somehow speak to Kiana. When we get upstairs, she's still going off. I hear less and less because my thoughts are so loud. Dwayne's dumbass brings his mother for some shit he starts, and my cutting comes back to bite me in the ass. I look at my mother every now and again so that she doesn't yell about that. When she's finally done, she tells me to get out of her face.